Good morning, Immaculate Conception staff. This video hopefully will get you guys some information, some basic information, and it might be a little longer than usual, but I'll also summarize it using AI so that you can also refer to the notes so that you don't miss anything important. And hopefully by the time you see this video, or by the time you meet as a small group, you've already seen this video, or if you haven't, uh, even if it's just one of you, make sure that everyone knows what this video content. There's a couple of things specifically that I would like for you guys to kind of talk about, and I'll try to be brief on every uh, topic, but I want to make sure that I prepare you guys as well for some of these things. First thing is next Friday we have the um, training. If you for some reason cannot attend, just fill out a time off request. Personal day, sick day, whatever you want to use. We'll honor that. And if anybody wants to tackle a spot like after, it's we gotta be there around 10, probably be done by 12:30 or 1 the latest. If anybody wants to tackle finding a spot for lunch afterwards, it is Lent, so limited choices, but there are choices we can have. Feel free and let me know, and I'd be happy to meet anyone wherever they want to go, and I can make sure that school covers lunch. So let me know if anybody wants to tackle that. Again, just be mindful that it is Lent, therefore just no meat. Yeah, spring break is around the corner, and this year we kind of changed the conferences to the week before because of the accreditation visit the week after. So we have conferences coming up on the 12th and the 13th. So this is a great time to talk in your small groups. Just discuss what are some of the things you guys are talking about, some of the things you guys are sharing. Um, you know, get ideas from each other to make sure you make the most out of these conferences. To uh, try to avoid making them a complaining session. Share good news as well as some progress. It's a great time to share progress. Reminder, we do have report cards due on the 13th, so maybe you want to hand them out during conferences. Just be prepared for that. But that's coming up on the 12th and the 13th. Both days are half days, as well as on the 13th. Reminder that we have the pre-visit Google Meet. It'll be on the computer like a Zoom call with the accreditation visiting team. They want to talk to the teachers around 12:30. So you guys will meet in Miss Wish's classroom, and we'll have a computer set up for you guys, and it'll be a quick intro, anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. But just keep that 12:30 to 1 o'clock open. Don't schedule any conferences during that time. And then it's just a quick visit. They just want to get to know you before they actually come visit your classrooms. Talking a little bit about Easter pageant. It's a great time to talk in your small groups about Easter pageant. That's on, I think it's April 9th, Thursday, April 9th. It's a half day. Reminder that it is a half day. So you want to make sure that you start thinking about what song or what group song or anything like that you guys are going to be doing. Some of you guys already have that set up. It's a great time. So take this time as a small group to discuss that and make those arrangements as we move forward towards that. Reminder that Easter this year, I believe, starts April 2nd with Holy Thursday, half day, and then Friday we're not in school, and Monday we're not in school. So keep that in mind as you schedule your time for practices and stuff. And then letter of intent for considering coming back next year. Those will be coming out hopefully before spring break, but no further than spring break time. Sorry. And then, as you know, Mrs. Bartow is retiring, so we are looking for a preschool director. So spread the word for anybody that meets those qualifications. We want to make sure that we continue the excellence that we've had over at preschool by replacing finding someone that can help us move in that direction, continue to move in that direction for the next couple of years. So now let's talk a little bit about the visit, some things that you want to prepare for. That is, take this time between now and then to tidy up your classrooms. You want to make sure that that when somebody walks in, they can see the Catholic identity. They can see your prayer corners, the memorabilia, the icons on the wall, anything that you're not using, that's just laying around, books that looks, looks like it's not organized or anything like that. Use your kids, bring them in during lunchtime, give them some prizes, recess time in the morning, after school. Uh, you know, take this opportunity to even talk to Carolina if you need some support or even a parent. But it's a great opportunity to kind of remove the clutter. Uh, I'm giving you permission, so if it's something that was there before you got there, you're not sure if you can get rid of it, get rid of it. We don't necessarily want to hold on to stuff that's not being utilized. So feel free, but we will be doing some cleaning around our school ourselves. So feel free to clean up your classroom, tidy it up. You want to give a good impression when they walk in. You don't want them to see clutter. You want to see a good learning environment where your students can thrive. So take some time, look around, and utilize the help that's around here to help you with that. Next thing is the dates for the visit are March 25th, 26th, and 27th. Wednesday, the 25th, is probably the biggest day. Again, the schedule is not finalized, but I'll share it with you when it's done. But they have scheduled times for their visits, and that is, usually the core of the morning, like 8:30 to 11:30 of the day, and then they come back for like an hour. They'll pop in at any time. Um, it's what they do is they walk in and then they're looking for the things we said we do. So just continue to do the things that we said we do. The prayer in the morning. They'll be looking at the drop off. They'll be looking at recess. They'll be looking at specials. So they'll be all over the place during those times. They'll be meeting with Father Jacob and Father David on that day, and then we'll have a lunch. No, I think it's a meeting in the evening with parents. So we're gonna try and organize a dinner. I think between 5 and 6. Please make yourself available for that. It's a big deal. Again, we want to show presence, and once the schedule's finalized. Again, I'll do an overall invitation to all our parents. But I would encourage you, and I'm going to encourage you, excuse me, I'm going to encourage you to invite your parents and get that buy-in. You can bring your kids. I mean, it is about, getting together, and they just want to know, how the parents feel about the school, what's been their experience. Some of you are parents. So that's coming up on the 25th. Also, I've kind of mentioned this before. You got to select 2 students. They'll tell us the time in which they want to meet. We'll walk them up to the parish hall, and basically they'll just ask the students basic questions. They just want to know, how the students feel about our school. How do they feel about their teachers? What's their favorite thing about their school? All these. So you don't have to prepare them. You just, talk to them about answering, firmly, honestly, and to be heard. They're looking for the students input. That's what they want to do, and that's part of the process. So it's not like they're looking to test them or quiz them whether or not they know everything. Luckily, we didn't highlight the SLEs as much this time. We said we have them in the rooms and stuff like that, but it's not like we're saying that every kid knows them. So just pick 2 kids that can be counted on. Have a backup in case one of them is absent, and then just tell them to be honest, and that they're going to ask them questions about their experience in school, and that they don't need to exaggerate, but that they don't need to lie either. They just need to be honest, and just share their experience. And then the last thing is that on Thursday they do it again. And Friday is different. Friday is more them sharing with us the reported findings. Here's what they thought. They'll give us a time of when they want to meet with all of us, and then they'll share, what they found. There's also going to be a day and a time where they'll meet with the teachers, most likely We'll organize that here shortly, and it's the same as the students. They'll ask you about your experience. They'll ask you about challenges. They might talk to you about the process. Some of you can be honest, say, I wasn't here. I got hired this year. Some of you will share, what you remember. I mean, it's an honest process. And then the last thing is I will attach to this the actual report. I haven't heard anything that needed to change, so we can assume that it got accepted. So just get familiar with the goals. Get familiar with the goals because we have to be familiar with the goals. And then that's pretty much it. It'll it'll be here before we know it, but it'll also be part of the ongoing process of growth. So we'll have another opportunity to talk about this before. We might schedule a special meeting a day or two before just to discuss protocols and stuff like that. But I'm telling you that it is just a visit. Really, it's just they come, they talk, they're not testing us, anything like that. They just observing us. And most of them are looking for ideas to take back to their school, to be honest. So don't be nervous. The one thing that they did ask, and that's the last thing I'll share with you, is if you have something planned that you do. For example, Ms. Mooney loves to do her rosary in the morning, and she gets really in depth with the students. If you want the team to see that, if there's something you want to highlight, you think you do a really great job during your phonics lessons, or you have a really cool process for delivering religion or delivering science, or you have a project going on that day, they ask that you let them know, hey, stop by Wednesday at 11 o'clock in the third grade classroom. But highlight yourself. If there's anything specific you want them, like I told them, they need to come to our flag ceremony on Friday. Stuff like that we don't want them to miss. That's one thing that you want to consider. So think about those things that you have planned during that week. Maybe we have practice for Easter and you want them to come check it out. Those are the things that you want to share with them. So I know it's a lot. If you have any questions, feel free. We'll keep working on this. In the meantime, I can't thank you enough for all your hard work, continuing support of everything that you do. Again, thank you. I know this was a lot, so I'll try to summarize it. But talk to each other in the small groups about Easter pageant plans, parent-teacher conferences. Make sure you're all in the same boat. Supervision for the days of the visit, lunch, and all that. Make sure that all that's taken care of. Perhaps a little extra supervision. We don't want anything to happen during those days. We can provide a little extra supervision. We can arrange for that. I'll try to get some parents here as well for recesses and stuff like that, so that we minimize the opportunity for kids to throw us some curveballs during those visit days. And then the last thing, Ms. Workman has been doing something that she's got like a reward system recognition in her classroom. So if you have kids that excel in something and you want to create some system, so maybe Ms. Workman can talk to you guys about this. But whatever system works for you. I ordered a whole bunch of stuff to have like a little prize box. So if you have a student who is excelling and you just want them to be recognized by myself, you can send them over to see the principal, like for a good visit, and then you can have him talk to me about why, or send a document, and I'll review it with him and thank him and make it a big deal, and then I'll let him take some things from a little prize box. So anything we can do to recognize our students moving forward successfully, we don't have to wait till Friday. There's other things that we can do. Please feel free to do that and utilize that, because we want to celebrate our kids as much as possible. We're going to be doing something similar for teachers. We're working on a teacher recognition system that allows you guys to give each other, merit recognition, so that we start recognizing these as well. And Fridays, we'll be using the system to give you guys a chance at the putt putt too. And you know what? It'd be amazing to see you guys sink that putt in front of the kids and watch them cheer for you as you take, some prize home as well. But we want to make sure that we spread the love in that regard. So I know it's a lot, but please review this. There is a summary underneath, as well as the documents attached with the actual accreditation. Get familiar with the goals. If you want to glance at everything else, great. But feel free to have any questions. Stop me at any time. I'd be happy to review anything of this video with you. Thank you for all your hard work, and I'll see you guys next week.